In this video, we will see a slightly longer sequence which brings together a few elements, among which the screen wiper, the rooftop, and the whip. From a simple shoulder back roll, we're going to bring the second hip down so that our tummy faces the floor and come back up in a sitting position with the legs straddled. If you do bring the second hip down at the end of your shoulder roll, it should only make sense that the leg on the side of the shoulder you rolled on is the one that allows you to come back up. You really want to create a lengthening between the tip of your foot and your support arms. Be careful about the timing at which you want to push on both hands and bring the torso back into a seated position. If you are too late or too early, it will look like this. The body will come back up as one unit, or the upper body will be too delayed after the leg and there will be no lengthening felt. Back to the screen wiper, remember we have the choice to either go for a 180-degree backslide and then bring the knee down, or anything in between a 180 and a 360. What really matters for this movement to look smooth is you being able to bring that knee down without banging the knee on the floor. Now, we want to be able to transition into the screen wiper from a seated position. So from your straddle, you're going to bend both knees to transition through a 90-90. From that position, we're going to sit on the front heel, bring the back knee forward facing the ceiling, and end up in a fisherman squat. From here, lifting the pelvis high, we should be able to extend the back leg and perform either a backslide or, in our case, a screen wiper. Okay, let's bring the elements together. Shoulder back roll, transition back to a seated position. 90-90 back roll, come back up, don't lose the momentum, go for a dive, and open the legs again. From there, close the legs, go into a fisherman, and throw the screen wiper. Let's go back to the famous tripedal position for us to be able to transition from the floor into the whip. So as we come back up at the end of a 90-90 back roll, we're going to extend one leg and push on the support bent leg to lift the pelvis off the floor and end up in a tripedal. Please note that if you are mobile enough, you can push on the first hand into a squat and then swap hands. From there, we're going to commit the weight to the extended leg and swap into a lunge as we've seen in the previous warm-up. For this to be easier, you want to bend a bit more than usual this extended leg in your tripedal. The front foot becomes the pivot around which you travel and become the front foot of your lunge. Now you don't have to spend much time into the lunge once you know what you're doing. At the end of your whip, as we've seen before, you can throw a rooftop. So here I'm going to show you what it looks like when we actually don't necessarily lunge, but shoot the leg straight into a whip and bounce back from that position into a rooftop without killing the momentum.